Hi, this is Wes Fryer, and this is my reflection in Providence, Rhode Island at the Summer Institute on Digital Literacy, specifically about Tuesday, the 15th of July, and my learning. Wow, this really, this is like a fire hose in terms of the whole experience, but I definitely love how we're being encouraged to not only do elbow conversations, but to do these reflections. And it's really a great mix of, keynotes, workshops, and then work time in the design studio. I'm really excited about the design studio work that Ryan and I are preparing. One of the things that has been a big question for me is how I'm going to introduce media literacy and lessons for my 5th and 6th graders next year, what's going to be developmentally appropriate. I'm actually really interested in the way social media has been weaponized and propaganda and disinformation are being used to subvert free and open elections in the United States and worldwide. But that rabbit hole is pretty dystopian and nihilistic, to use some really big Scrabble words there. And I don't actually think that that's going to be something to lay on middle schoolers. So one of the things I'm thinking about is actually, coming back to the Institute next year if I can and doing a Tier 2 project, which I'm probably going to go ahead and even just start a plan or propose to teach a course for this Malone network that our school is a part of with Stanford University. It's called MSON. And they're courses that are half video conference, half online, primarily for seniors. I think maybe some juniors take them, but they're really advanced courses, and it's a chance usually to have, I think, somewhere between like 8 to 12 students, tackling some really advanced topics and special topics. So that's exciting to think about. But yesterday at lunch, I think it was Dave Quinn and Renee Hobbs and I were sitting down for a little bit and talking about that question, what's developmentally appropriate? And, Renee was really strong about, advertising, marketing, right? This is the basis for propaganda, and really for becoming more savvy overall in the way that media messages are crafted, oftentimes not only to persuade, but also to manipulate and to affect behavior. So that was great. And I'm looking forward to that. A couple other just quick hit highlights. Love the Knight Foundation's tools. I think I might have mentioned those already, but Troy Hicks had shared those, I think, Monday. But Timeline, Story Map, Juxtapose was another one that came up yesterday. I really loved Renee's presentation on propaganda yesterday, which was on day 2 on the 15th. I'm doing this a day late. And I plan to use her propaganda database to introduce, I think, my 6th graders to propaganda and to get into some of those conversations and discussions. I also loved, it was so great to, huge highlight, meet Dave Quinn in person. We've interacted online. Shout out to my friend Beth Holland who introduced us. Dave's been a guest on the Wednesday night podcast and web show we do, the EdTech Situation Room. Anyway, his session was great on critically reading the web, on using the SIFT model developed by Mike Caulfield for the Digital Polarization Project. And I also just loved how he modeled using the Desmos Activity Builder, an interactive website to interact with students, and I'm going to definitely use that and try that next year. I'm also really excited to get Julie, Beth, and Karen's forthcoming book, From Curiosity to Deep Learning, Personal Digital Inquiry in Grades K through 5. And I would say overall, the opportunity to get a little taste of people's ideas really does inspire me, not only to read their books, but to update and revise some of the books that I've written and consider writing some additional ones because, no matter what, even if you're taking a week of professional development like we are this week, it's just not enough in terms of the kind of deep dive into ideas, pedagogy, strategies that we can get via other means, including books. So yes, great experience on day 2 of the Institute for Wes.